Aquarius.
Hello Aquarius, this is your forecast for April 2013, and we have a busy month this month. March represented a whole lot of introspection on who you are, your self-esteem, self-worth, also on your income and how you could attract and make more money, or whether you were ready now for a raise or a promotion. And I think a lot of you have seen that come into being in March. As we move into April, all of that focus is now going to move into your third house for communication, getting things done, getting it out there, being on the go. And especially because Mars is going to be in its home, which is Aries, so it's like a double whammy energy right there for you. So you'll see that you're going to be running around and accomplishing a whole lot in a very short time span. Now the Sun and Venus will also be in Aries, which will give you that fire that you need now, because you've had your dream time, you've had your time of introspection. Now it's all about burning those flames and those fumes. And also, I have to mention though that they will all cross over the point of Uranus in your chart. And this is in the third house. Uranus brings on a lot of unexpected situations. So you'll come to see that for many of you, this can be a very positive experience, that things seemingly out of the blue just kind of came in, landed in your lap, and you're going, where did this come from? That could be the one scenario. The other scenario, you might feel that something suddenly just split off and will disappear. And where did that come from? Well, Uranus will do what Uranus does. It brings change. And if you have worked well, sowed your seeds in a very good way, you will start seeing how this is going to just drop in a good place into your lap. Now, if you haven't prepared too well, those things that need to go, you can see them disappear. And not only with Uranus though, because end of March we have full moon, which is also called a monster moon, because it is opposing this very same point of Uranus, okay? And when we have this monster moon, it will just amplify it, and it's also squaring Pluto. So we have a full moon, Uranus, Pluto, all in a T-square, which is a lot of pressure points, okay? And where it's going to affect you right here, that full moon will be in your 9th house for foreign contacts, legal situations, or whether it's schooling and higher education could be as well. And it will also be affecting things that you've been carrying and feeling in your subconsciousness for a while. That can also come to the surface now as it expresses itself through the third house. So be aware, don't fear it. Whatever needs to go, needs to go. And I have to also say, between that monster moon of March 27th and the full moon of April 25th, let me tell you that that moon in April is an eclipse. And what we see happening there is that these eclipses will take out of your life what you no longer need or serves you any higher purpose. So don't let that be something you cling to, because the universe always knows what we need and what we don't need down the road. So it's actually there helping you to create a shortcut to let go. That's the end of April. So whatever you do between the end of March and the end of April, between those two full moons, try to think, you know, really ask yourself, what can I let go of? Whether it is clutter around you in your space, whether it's people, places, circumstances. Some of you might start initiating thoughts about moving, because as we come into May, there's like a whole new scenario taking place, which is going to be affecting the home place and residence. So a lot of activity, and you're starting off the month here on April 1st with the Sun in a very good aspect here to Jupiter. Jupiter's in your 5th house for fun, leisure, projects, love. And so something's going to come together there, and where you're going to feel that you're starting to expand. Then we have Venus and Mars, which is both love and action in a conjunction. That means side by side, hand in hand, on the 6th and 7th, which is also going to bring a lot of joy and pleasure, and possibly a short distance travel would be absolutely beneficial on these dates. It's in your 3rd house, so it wouldn't be a long distance, but a short distance travel. The new moon on the 10th will also be in your 3rd house for communication. And if you need documents signed at that time, it's a great time to do it, because the outcome of whatever it is you sign will benefit you and bring things to you throughout the rest of 2013. All of these planets going through and over that sensitive spot of Uranus, I see that things are in many ways extremely creative, productive, symbolizing new paths, new routes for you, bringing you out of the rut, the old rut. And I know, and I hear from you, Aquarius, that so many of you are ready to kind of just span your wings and get going with life. And this is the month that you will see those changes kick into action. Then we have Mercury. Mercury's been retrograde, so it's still lingering in your 2nd house. Wrapping up whatever financial talks. And I think that retrograde, which you might have experienced have been like a delay, actually is behooving you, because as all this energy is in your 3rd house and starting to kind of pick up speed, that Mercury will then wrap up whatever and give you an extra beneficial bonus perhaps there in the 2nd house before it kind of speeds up and joins the rest of the crowd. Then we have Venus moving into Taurus, which will be your 4th house. That's on the 14th. This means that that will be a time thereafter for you to kind of look at your space that you live in, give it some tender loving care, and catch up with whatever renovations or renewals and upgrades you would like to do. Paint new colors, create new feng shui. Venus is all about beauty and harmony, and how we can really allow ourselves to enjoy the space that we live in. So it doesn't just become a place you sleep, but a place where you participate and enjoy staying. Mars will catch on too there on the 20th. So just a few days later, you'll see that whatever plans you make from the 14th, thinking that that wall would be good in that color and that wall would look good like that, Mars will kick into action and start painting already the week after. You get my drift, right? It could be other things, of course. And then we have, closer towards the end of the month, we have great planets in talk with one another. Mercury and Jupiter doing a sextile, which will open up here on the 23rd, and it will be between your 3rd and 5th house. So once again, I'm seeing projects for you, Aquarius, and I know how you love your projects, especially the ones that are very innovative. Okay, so if you have something there, you might just seal the deal here on this day. And the 24th, coming in here with Venus and Pluto, they're trine. Pluto is transformative. It rules money and big money. Venus rules money. So you got the money planet and the big money planet here coming in and really wanting to help you push forward. And then we have that Jupiter, you know, and Mercury the day before still influencing this day, which is also showing abundance and expansion. So end of the month here, anything you can do to move forward on contractual signing with the passion that you have, wrap it up. Because on the 25th, we have that full moon, 25th of April, the eclipse. So once you kind of get in place what it is you want that represents the new, you will have help from this full moon to kind of eradicate and just send out of the picture what you no longer need. And it's going to happen like this. So instead of wrapping things up, it takes 2 months to kind of pack down the house and move, for example. This will happen very quickly because the power of the eclipse will help you get rid of the old. Then we have also what I want to say here. Yes, there is a Mars and Saturn opposition here at the very end of the month. And Mars is in your, then moved into your 4th house. Saturn's in the 10th house for career. So you might see that some of you might even need to relocate and make a very swift decision in order to move ahead in your career. That's one scenario it could be. And that Saturn is in your 10th house, sleeping though. So it's not a big to-do situation as it normally would be. But then again, I'm seeing that whatever that new moon on the 10th, probably stirred up something for you that you find very attractive. And also here, that eclipse is going to be conjuncting this Saturn in your 10th house. So yeah, I do see that maybe a lot of you will be getting a new job, and some of you might need to relocate to get that job started. Anyhow, that is what we have for this month. I wish you the best, and do listen to your moon sign and rising sign to get some more insight, and I will see you next month. Bye now.